So Southampton 1, Arsenal 2. Another failed season. That is now 5. I've got 5 on it. Keep the manager, it'll be 6. We see the hierarchy all sat there unimpressed today by the looks of it, Jazz. We were just talking backstage about that. Make sure you follow Arsenal history and more. Soon to be Jez is Arsenal, right?
Maybe.
You've changed your mind again.
No. I'm going to change the name. But I've got people coming in with different ones. And, so I'm hanging off. Connor is on the way to change it. And I'm just thinking, oh, hang on, mate. I might change it to this one. I don't know. I've got all summer. So I don't know.
Fair enough.
I'm going to change it to a snappy sort of new name, because as I said to you last night, Lee, people have said to me they find it hard to find me on it's a long name, it's too long, it needs to be snappy. So yeah, I am going to change it, man.
Just call it Jezenal. That sounds a bit weird. I can't. That sounds like some cream you get for a rash or something.
You know what's going to be? That'd be flipped as Jezanal. So
oh, for fuck's sake. Anyways, on that bombshell, guys, make sure you sub to Arsenal history and more for now. It will change. You'll still be subbed regardless of the name change. But yeah, Jez, another disappointing season. The only highlight of our season really was watching the women win yesterday, which was absolutely outstanding. What an achievement. The last 9 winners of the Champions League, the women's manager has beaten en route to winning it. Lyon and Barca, which is incredible, really. And she's had the job full-time since January and part-time from October. So, unbelievable. Big ups to them. I think they've got a parade tomorrow as well. Hopefully they drive past Tottenham just because they can. Yeah. Well, hopefully they can. Obviously, it's bank holiday. Sun's shining, birds are singing. And Liverpool are lifting trophy. Tottenham have lifted a trophy. Newcastle have lifted a trophy. And Crystal Palace have lifted their first trophy. And here we are licking our wounds again, Jez. What have you made of it, man? Because it's been boring, really, isn't it, for me?
Oh, it's just disappointment again. And, I'm just fed up with it, really, to be honest. This club, it's a scrub club now. We've lost everything. We've got no ambition, no joyful football to watch anymore. There's been some nice games, I won't deny, this season. But most of the time, it's boring. This manager is boring. He's a narcissistic, arrogant prick. And I want him gone. And from what I saw at the ladies' game and today, there's clearly not a happy ship there. And well done to Kieran Tierney scoring on his last game for Arsenal.
My baller.
And I thought, well, that is sticking it. That was almost, Lee, like he's sticking 2 fingers up to Arteta and saying, fuck you.
Especially when they put him at centre-back and he scored from a striker's position.
Nice goal as well.
That was a great finish. Did you see the cross he put in before that?
Yeah.
What a cross. I don't know why we're getting rid of this guy.
And I wish him all the very best when he goes back to Celtic, because that is one player that Arteta has wasted.
Facts.
Another one. And how long, Lee, do we have to go on naming these players that this guy is disrespected, got rid of, and it just proves the inability of this manager to actually be a manager. I can see the quality in Tierney. When he joined us, I thought, yeah, hello. Yeah. You rated him. I rated him. Kenny rated him.
The fan base rated him, Jez. They're saying Tierney at the back. Yeah, we've got Super Mick Arteta, Tierney at the back. They were singing it today.
And they were applauding him off the pitch. Now, if you're doing that as an Arsenal fan at that game today, why are you not questioning the manager? Why are you not saying, why are you getting rid of this guy for? He's won serial bloody trophies at Celtic. Oh, but it's Celtic, it's Scottish football. Right, but he's still a winner. What have we won?
Football's the same in every country, Jez. The aim of the sport is the same. You compete to see who's the best, and the best gets a trophy.
True.
And he won one at our club as well.
I'm telling you right now, he'll go back to Celtic next season and he'll win again. Or he'll win the following season. You know, I know the arguments. There's no point going into it between Celtic and Rangers and all that. I get it. But the guy's quality, he used to link so nicely with Martinelli.
Yeah.
They used to overlap. And he was one of the only players, if you remember, when he first came to the club, that actually could put a fucking cross in.
He's done it all season. Every time he's been on the pitch, he's put in ball after ball. Perfect. Yeah. That cross he put in today, yeah, if we had a striker, a proper striker, yeah, let's not even say Erling Haaland because he's just different, yeah, or Lewandowski. Let's take Harry Kane out of the equation. If we had an Ollie Watkins, a John Duran, a Chris Wood, just a proper striker, they know the positions in the box they have to get into to score goals. They know as soon as Kieran Tierney gets the ball, one touch, bang, cross. That cross was unbelievable, Jez. Yeah, I'm watching this Bilbao-Barcelona game. The level of tech in this game and crossing and passing, 100 mile an hour, end to end. Yeah, it's quality football. They're crossing the ball first time passes. Jez, we're boring, man. Yeah, that is cool being bored and boring if you win. We're not either. We're boring and we don't win. No. So at the end of it, it's all well and good saying, oh, we've got a Champions League semi. Oh, we've got a League Cup semi. We'll finish second again, LA. This guy has factually got less points this season than Arsene Wenger did in 2015 and 17. Yeah. And Arsene Wenger left the club the following year after 17. He won the cup, then left after 18. Yeah. So the year before, so when Wenger finished fifth, he got 75 points, but he won the cup. Nobody cared. Now, 74 points gets you second. So how shit the league is, Jez.
I think
and that's not a disrespect to Liverpool, by the way.
I think you'd agree with this, what I'm going to say. I think the level of Premier League football has dropped so badly. It's pretty poor, not just from Arsenal. It's pretty poor from most of the top teams. All right, Man City have had a shit season. Chelsea got through today to qualify, and they were celebrating like they'd have won the fucking league. Did you see that?
Yes, it's that. Enzo Fernandez crying like a baby. This kid's just won a World Cup.
You haven't won the league. You haven't won a cup. You've qualified for the Champions League. Chelsea are as bad as Arsenal now in this bullshit celebration of, oh, we're in the Champions League. Great, whoopee-doo. Go and win it then. We didn't. We qualified and we didn't win it. Are they going to win it? Well, maybe they will. They got a probably a better manager. I don't know. That's out for debate. We'll see next year. But nah, I'm sorry. Football to me in the Premier League now is a shit standard. You watch European football. I don't. So you're better qualified to talk than me. But the fact remains, this club, Arsenal, we're in a bloody mess. And I just hope this guy, Berta, comes in and sorts this mess out. And I have to say, he's got a massive job on his hands because this club is infested. Fan base is infested with absolute arsewipes who know nothing about football. They like to give it all the big chat and talk about it, and they all talk about Arsenal and all this and all that. At the end of the day, they know fuck all. And I'm fed up with listening to them, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's sad that this once brilliant, great football club has come to this standard. That we are now the likes of Port Vale, teams like that. We are poor. We are shockingly fucking poor. Leyton Orient, never been a great club, and we are almost at that level.
Well, Charlton won a trophy today. They got promotion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
in the playoff. Yeah, what phase is he in? He's been there 1 year. Jez, I've got loads of these. This is why I tweet them out. Do you know why I tweet them out? Because then I can just go back and type in my own @ and find and just type in what phase is, and it'll come up with every single one of them. I've got at least 20 examples in the last 2 or 3 weeks of managers in the first year that have won stuff, including Arsene. Mate, I'll take Arsene Wenger back at Arsenal in a heartbeat. I'll take Mesut Ozil back in a heartbeat.
you name names saying, oh, this guy,
Mm.
been in his job 1 year. Oh, he's won this. Oh, he's won that. Oh, he's won this.
Jez, the manager of Oviedo. Go on, sorry, I cut you off. Sorry, mate.
No, I was just going to say, why can't this manager then? We're now
Well, he
going to
did.
be.
He did, though, Jez. He won the FA Cup in 6 months. Yeah, so it don't take time then, does it? They're proving their own point. Because every time I'm putting these tweets out, I see people saying, oh, but Arteta won a cup in 6 months. Cool, you've proved my point. It don't take time. Now it's took 5 years. Yeah, there's a manager. Santi Cazorla is 40 years old. He is still playing football in the second division of Spain. Yeah, for Oviedo. Yeah, they can get promoted. It's gone down to the last game of the season. Yeah, they can't win the league. They're 4 points off the top now. Yeah, because they drew today. And Levante skanked a win, the bastards. A fucking 97-minute winner. But anyway, it was a four-way title race until today with Santi Cazorla's team in the title race. They can still get promoted, though. They can still get promoted to La Liga. Yeah, I Googled the manager's name. He got the job in March. Yeah, got the job in March. The top four, there's a team called Mirandes. Yeah, by feet, oi. Mirandes, they're fourth in the league. They can still get promoted. They can go. They can't win the league like Oviedo, but they can still get promoted. They can go up in second place. He's had the job less than a year. Yeah, the manager who's top of the league, Levante's manager, got the job less than a year ago. Yeah, Elche, my second division team, who was second and can win the title next week. Yeah, if the result with Levante goes the other way, has had the job less than a year. So the top four in La Liga 2 have all had the job less than a year, Jez. Proof it don't take time. Yeah, and Elche, the team that I like, they finished 11th last season. 11th. Now they're in fucking on for a title in the last day of the season. The worst way is they can still get promoted. Yeah, Jez, this is why I talk about it all the time. This is why I love the chat. I love you guys interacting all the time. I love being on your show. I love you, the knowledge you have on football with Arsenal. Yeah, and that's why there needs to be more of us out there, Jez, because I'm sick to death of these mouthy little prats sat on the internet that don't know nothing about our once great club. They're chatting bollocks about why are Brighton giving Tottenham a guard of honour. How about win a trophy and we might fucking get one? Yeah. Why are Liverpool giving Palace a guard of honour? Well, because they've won a trophy, mate. Yeah. How about we win one?
On your watch along you were doing today, you made a great statement when you saw Slot lift that Premier League trophy, and you went, "That's what winning means."
Yeah, that's what success is, Jez. That's why I deliberately watched the whole thing. Yeah, that's why I watched Tottenham the other night. Yeah, I watched the whole thing. I watched it. I told you yesterday. I watched the whole parade the next day. Yeah, I watched it later I actually watched it the day after the parade. I deliberately watched it, Jez, because I'm falling more and more out of love with fucking men's football in Premier League every day, mate. This club's finished. Yeah, Chelsea are finished. Man United are 15th in the league. Got embarrassed by Tottenham. Yeah, fair play to them. They deserve to win the game. However, Man United should not be losing any fucking game of football to Tottenham. They're Man United. Yeah, and that stadium was full up today. They should be outside the ground protesting or not even bothering turning up. The problem is with English football, there's so many people that watch it, yeah, that if you don't go, somebody else will. Whereas in some of these other countries, yeah, like Spanish football, for example, yeah, like Bilbao, it's rammed. The stadium's full up. Yeah, and the football's been amazing, by the way. That off's gone quick. But if you let's say Sevilla or Betis, yeah, Betis is in Seville. It's like literally Arsenal, Tottenham distance away from each other, yeah. If they want to play Celta Vigo, that is a 24-hour round trip by car.
Wow.
And then people sit there and go, oh, the stadium, oh, the away end's dead. Las Palmas, that's in Gran Canaria. You have to get a 3-hour fucking flight.
Yeah, I have to say,
yeah. So people sit there and go, oh, but these leagues are shit. Look, there's no away support. Whereas with us, the longest journey, depending on what team you're like, let's say Bournemouth to Newcastle or Southampton to Newcastle. Yeah, that's a long journey, but you're only doing one of them, maybe two. Yeah, Brighton, Bournemouth, Southampton, 3. Well, Southampton have gone anyway. Bye-bye, don't come back. Yeah, so you're only doing 3 if you're Newcastle, yeah? But at the same time, if you're fucking Tenerife in the league last season, you've got to get a 4-hour flight from Tenerife. Yeah, Gran Canaria, you have to get a fucking flight. Yeah, totally different.
When you think about it like that. But
and it's the same in Italy, because England is a very small country in terms of length of the country. Yeah, it takes what? 10 hours maximum from top to bottom. Just that's like fucking literally like if you want to drive from the top of Italy to the bottom of Italy, it'll probably take 24 hours. Well, maybe more. I don't know. Yeah, but either way, yeah, this is what happens in these leagues, and these leagues get dismissed. Yeah, because they're farmers' leagues. Football is the same game in every country. The concept is the same. Win trophies. You play to win them. And I put a tweet out earlier saying about this guy, what phase is he in? And somebody replied to me. He goes to the games, home and away. Big up to him. Bit of a numpty, but that's by the by. But he does go, and he's been going for donkey's years. He goes, who? So I quoted him back. I said, Arsene who? Same concept, right? You don't know who that is. We didn't know who Arsene Wenger was, mate. Yeah, so just because it's that league doesn't mean he can't slap it with us in this league. Yeah, and these people don't get that because they're bought in by the PR. Then what happens is you get the people that want to make it into the mainstream. So they've sold themselves, Jez. Then they're lying on camera. They're lying in a Sky Sports studio. They're lying on a radio on Talk Sport. There's their progression going. They're lying when they're sitting in front of Mikel Arteta. They're not going to ask him the questions. So Harry said it on the show the other day. Yeah, me and Tom were sat there looking at each other. Tom Canton and Harry Simeon, and sitting there after the PSG game when he said we're the best team in Europe this season. And they looked at each other, went, "Ooh, that's a bit." I don't know about that. Rolling their eyes. Why didn't you get up and say, "Oh, excuse me, Mikel"? Why? Because they'll fucking never be allowed back in. Yeah, and there's way too many of things in English football. Just this shit don't roll in other countries. Only in England. Yeah, only in England. Yeah, it's bullshit. Anyway, listen, we've done these 17 minutes. Fucking hell, it's like a podcast, Jez. Chat your channel, mate. What you got coming up?
Arsenal history more. Yeah, well, I won't be. Wednesday night, I'm doing the end of season Arsenal quiz with King Kenny. See anybody can take his crown. And that's going to be, and it's a tough quiz, this one. This is a shitbag quiz. I've made it deliberately hard, Lee. And then, yeah, of course, tomorrow off on the journey down to southeast France. And so, yeah, I won't be streaming a lot. I will be doing the Monday podcast with you. I won't tomorrow because I will be driving. But I'll still be around. I'll still be doing bits and bobs if anything, if interests me. Yeah, looking forward to 2.5 months away, chilling out, enjoying myself, drinking wine, eating great food in lovely weather. Currently at the moment down there, it's 28 degrees. And we're looking forward to that. So, yeah, big up.
I don't blame you, mate. So make sure you take your sunscreen.
I'm not a sun worshipper, man. I don't sit in the sun.
No, so I do, yeah, only for like 3 days straight. Yeah, and then I'll just sit in the shade and I'll go golden. So I'll go and burn myself for a couple. Well, not burn myself, obviously, but I'll go and sit in the shade, the sun. Yeah, and then 3 days later, I'm golden anyway, and I'll sit in the shade, and I'll just get darker and darker, like gold. Yeah, it's like so yeah, I'm looking forward to it as well, Jez. I can't wait. I genuinely can't wait, mate. Oh, by the way, before we go, I'm going live on a emergency meeting right now. The final emergency meeting for Arsenal this season. Well, I say for Arsenal, for the actual football season, it's the final emergency meeting. It might not be the last emergency meeting. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you sub to Jezza. Link will be in the title. Big up to everyone who's tuned in this season as well. And we put more effort in than this lot this season. And on that bombshell, Cronky out.
Arteta out, you prick.